The eye is a fluid-filled sphere enclosed by three layers of tissue. Only the innermost layer of the eye, the retina, contains neurons that are sensitive to light and are capable of transmitting visual signals to central targets. These signals are transmitted to the brain via the optic nerve. The immediately adjacent layer of tissue includes three distinct but continuous structures, collectively referred to as the uveal tract. The largest component of the uveal tract is the choroid, which is composed of a rich capillary bed important for nourishing the photoreceptors of the retina, as well as a high concentration of the light-absorbing pigment melanin. Extending from the choroid near the front of the eye is the ciliary body, a ring of tissue that encircles the lens and consists of a muscular component that is important for adjusting the refractive power of the lens. The most anterior component of the uveal tract is the iris, the colored portion of the eye. It contains two sets of muscles with opposing actions, which allow the size of the pupil, the opening in its center, to be adjusted under neural control. The sclera forms the outermost tissue layer of the eye and is composed of a tough white fibrous tissue. At the front of the eye, however, this opaque outer layer is transformed into the cornea, a specialized transparent tissue that permits light rays to enter the eye. Beyond the cornea, light rays pass through two distinct fluid environments before striking the retina. In the anterior chamber, just behind the cornea and in front of the lens, lies aqueous humor, a clear, watery liquid that supplies nutrients to both of these structures. The space between the back of the lens and the surface of the retina is filled with a thick gelatinous substance called the vitreous humor. In addition to maintaining the shape of the eye, the vitreous humor contains phagocytic cells that remove blood and other debris that might otherwise interfere with light transmission. Beyond efficiently transmitting light energy, the primary function of the optical components of the eye is to achieve a focused image on the surface of the retina. The cornea and the lens are primarily responsible for the refraction or bending of light that is necessary for the formation of focused images on the photoreceptors of the retina. When viewing distant objects, the lens is made relatively thin and flat and has the least refractive power. When focusing on a nearby object, the lens becomes thicker and rounder and has the most refractive power. These changes result from the activity of the ciliary muscles that surround the lens. Dynamic changes in the refractive power of the lens to form a sharp image on the retina are referred to as accommodation. Using an ophthalmoscope, the inner surface of the retina, or fundus, can be visualized through the pupil. Numerous blood vessels, both arteries and veins, fan out over the inner surface of the retina. These blood vessels arise from the ophthalmic artery and vein, which enter the eye through a whitish circular area known as the optic disc or optic papilla. The optic disc is also the site where retinal axons leave the eye and travel through the optic nerve to reach target structures in the brain. This region of the retina contains no photoreceptors, and because it is insensitive to light, produces the perceptual phenomena known as the blind spot. Another prominent feature of the fundus is the macula lutea, an oval spot roughly 1.5 millimeters in diameter and located near the center of the retina. The macula is the region of the retina that supports high visual acuity. Acuity is greatest at the center of the macula, a small depression or pit in the retina called the fovea. The restriction of highest acuity vision to such a small region of the retina is the main reason humans spend so much time moving their eyes and heads around, in effect, directing the foveas of the two eyes to objects of interest. The rapid orienting movements of the eyes are called saccades.